Hi guys. So I didn't realize people would finish their project so fast. So I haven't had time to upload the video of how to actually sew your cowl together with your darning needle. So I'm going to pretend that I've had time to actually knit a cowl. So let's pretend this is my cowl and I've just cast off the last stitch. So what I wanted to show you by not casting off the last stitch yet is just to show that you want to have a long tail before you go to do this so you can use the yarn attached to your work to sew it up. If you've already done it and already cut it really short, don't worry about it. You can just grab another piece of yarn, but this is how I like to do it. So I'm going to cut a nice piece of yarn, nice and long, and take this off my needle, like so. So I have my finished work. This will fit me perfectly. And then I'm going to fold my work in half like this. Well, before I do that, I'm going to put the yarn on my darning needle. Hopefully I can do this quickly in front of you guys. Okay, great. So I've got darning needle, work, fold it in half the way I'm going to wear it like a cowl. And then I'm going to be really scientific about this and just sew up the fold. I don't do this in a fancy way. Okay, wait, I'm going to make sure I do this up close. I just sort of like match up the two stitches that are next to each other and just loop it through. And it really doesn't matter because no one's going to see it. And this yarn is so thick and chunky, and it's not like it needs to fit you in a specific way. It doesn't really matter. You know where you really can mess this process up is if like you're knitting a sweater or something, then you want to be like really careful about how you sew your work together because it can kind of ruin everything. But when you're just doing a cowl, it should be really, really simple. Like that. And then tie it off. I hope everyone's had fun doing this. I'm loving seeing all the updates. So then when you're done and you have like this long piece and the other long piece from when you started, you just weave in your ends. I sometimes go right up the seam where I just came from, yeah, and pull it through and then cut it, like that. So the reason you want to usually leave a long tail like when you start a project or when you end a project is so you can weave in the ends. If you have like a little nubbin, it's kind of hard to fix that, unfortunately. No big deal if you've already done it like that, but that's usually a good way to not have a nub, is just to make sure you have a longer tail so you can weave in the ends. And again, this yarn is so chunky and the pattern is like so simple that no one's going to see how you do this. No one's going to notice. And then just cut it up. I don't know if it's going to fit on my head, but I hope that's helpful. That's how to sew up your work. See, you can't even tell where it begins and where it ends. Fun.